Before we get into the latest news and rumors surrounding the New York Knicks, the season opener is tomorrow. It's going to be a hell of a season, but as we know with Knicks fans, the season opener is always wild. If you want to start the season 1-0, make it simple. Like this video. Don't be the guy that jinxes it. Don't be the guy that wakes up on Thursday like, if I just would have liked that stupid kid's YouTube video, the one with the widow's peak, we would have beat the Grizzlies. So if you want to beat the Grizzlies, hit that thumbs up icon right now. Shout out to the real ones out there. You are watching New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. In today's show, we're going to go over the latest injury news surrounding Quentin Grimes and Obi Toppin. And then on the tail end of the show, I want to talk about one player that I think possesses the ability to make the Knicks go from a play-in team to a legit contender in the Eastern Conference. That player is on the Knicks, and I'll tell you who I think that is coming up in a couple of minutes. But first, let's start with Quentin Grimes. The biggest news coming out of the Knicks right now is Quentin Grimes and his injury and his foot injury. He has been dealing with a sore foot. We know that. He has not practiced the past couple of days. He did play in the preseason game on Friday, but did not practice on Tuesday. And his status for the opener versus the Memphis Grizzlies is unclear. Doesn't necessarily sound like a setback because, he played on Friday and then sat out today. Sounds more so like they're trying to manage this injury and not let it just go over the entire basketball season coming up. This is what Tom Thibodeau said to the media, though, when he was asked about Quentin Grimes. He said, the idea behind Grimes sitting out practice is to get to the point where it doesn't reoccur. So if we have to be a little bit more patient now, that's what we'll do. It's a long season, so get healthy completely. When that happens, then we'll move forward. There's no rush. He has to get back to a certain level health-wise with what we're doing. It's a well-thought-out plan. Just let it work its course. And it sounds like it's a little more serious than what we initially thought. This was Quentin Grimes when he was asked about the injury. He said, it was a couple of days, and I was like, damn. It really hurts to walk a little bit. And that's kind of concerning. If you're Quentin Grimes and you're having pain walking, that sounds more serious than what it was led on to be by the New York Knicks. They made it seem like he was in a walking boot for precautionary reasons. He was only going to miss a couple of practices. But you're telling me it hurts to walk? That's concerning for Knicks fans. And look, Knicks need him out there. We'll break down some numbers, why I think Grimes is an important chess piece to this team. But first, let's wish Quentin Grimes a speedy recovery. We need him back out there for a lot of different reasons, which I'll break down here in a second. But type 6, his jersey number, right now in the comments section. Let's wish QG a speedy recovery. Hopefully he plays opening night. If not, hopefully it's a couple of games later. Type 6 to wish him a speedy recovery. I'm right with Tom Thibodeau, though, on this one. There is no need to rush Quentin Grimes back from a sore foot, which sounds like the pain is actually more so in the left heel on his foot. And foot injuries with NBA players, as we know, especially bigger guys, which Quentin Grimes is not. But my point is, foot injuries are not something to play with. You want to be cautious. You want to hold them out and get them back to 100%. I thought Tom Thibodeau made a great point. There's no reason to rush him back if he's not 100% and then have this be a lingering issue as we go on through the 82-game season. Grimes is critical to this team's success for a lot of different reasons. One, I think he's one of the most unselfish players on this basketball team. He doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's a catch-and-shoot guy. But the biggest reason for me that he is critical to this team's success is because he is our best perimeter defender. And when he's in the game with R.J. Barrett, and hopefully that's the starting lineup of Brunson, Barrett, Grimes, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson, that takes the pressure off of R.J. Barrett to be the Knicks' best perimeter defender. R.J. doesn't have to guard those 6'8" small forwards that can give you 30. That could be Quentin Grimes' responsibility, and that means R.J. can focus more so on the offensive end where he knows he's going to be a superstar in this league. Quentin Grimes is a great player. Didn't have, the eye-popping numbers coming out of his rookie year, just 6 points per game, a little under a steal per night. But when you shoot 38% from three as a rookie, that's impressive. You don't usually see rookies shoot that well from beyond the three-point line. But what we did see with Grimes, though, is when he got the minutes, he actually produced. 15 times last year, he played more than 20 minutes per night. And in those 15 games, he showed you why he was one of the top high school prospects before he went to Kansas. 12 points per night, a steal and a half, and he was on fire from the field and from three-point land. 44% from the deck and 44% from three. The more he plays, the more he produces, and that stands true to when he actually started ball games this past year. Predominantly came off the bench, just started 6 games, but in those 6 starts, he was incredible for the Knicks. 13 points, almost 4 rebounds, a little over an assist per night, 46% from the field and 44% from three. It's not just what he can do. It's what he does by being able to be that elite perimeter defender. I know I already said it, but this is why I want him to start. He can guard the other person's best offensive player every single night. It takes the pressure. It fatigues R.J. Barrett less as we go through this gauntlet of an 82-game schedule. You don't want R.J. Barrett chasing and guarding the opposing wings every single night, the guys that can give you 30. That takes away from the offensive ability. That is why I think Quentin Grimes is so special to this team. Let's hope he gets back as soon as possible because he's definitely going to be a difference maker, and I think he's going to make a big-time leap in his sophomore season. We also have some injury news on Obi Toppin. We talked about in the video yesterday that he was officially questionable for the season opener against the Memphis Grizzlies. Had that ankle injury in the last preseason game, stepped on the fan's foot after he got off a jumper, backpedaled, stepped on his foot, left the game with an ankle injury, but he was a full participant at practice today and is expected to play versus Memphis. So that is great news for the Obi Toppin fans out there. Great news for Obi, great news for me, great news for all Knicks fans out there. Sounds like ain't no stopping. Obi Toppin is going to play in the season opener. With the NBA season back, though, we are officially in a subscriber battle with Boston Celtics today. Another NBA channel here at Chat Sports run by my guy Will Scott. The thing is, he told his viewers today, I want to catch New York Knicks now today. So I'm letting you guys know he declared a sub battle on us, and I don't want to lose to Will, and I damn sure don't want to lose to the Boston Celtics. Every day I come into work, hey Marsh, how you doing? What's it like not being the team that represented the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals? And I can't say anything to that because it's true. They did. But what I can say is we're whooping your butt in the subscriber battle, and I want to keep it that way. So if you hate the Celtics and you're looking for a one-stop shop on YouTube that puts out Knicks videos every single day, hit that big red button, subscribe. Let's get to 15,000 subs right now. I also want to give a shout out to our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. When you go to chatsports.com/bet, use this promo code chat125. They're going to hook you guys up with this 125% deposit bonus. So put $100 into your account, they'll literally give you free money, a free $125 to bet with. Bet on the Knicks, they're underdogs. Bet a money line against the Grizzlies, you get a good payout. Bet on the Giants like I've been doing all year. I'm bathing in money right now. You can bet on the Yankees, you can bet on whatever. Do it with our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS, chatsports.com/bet. Just make sure you use that promo code chat125. I want to talk a little bit now about a player on the New York Knicks roster that I believe has the potential to not only make a huge leap going into this season, what we've seen the past couple of years, but a guy that I think legitimately can take this team from being a French playoff, a play-in team, to a team that can contend in the Eastern Conference. And his name is Mitchell Robinson. What we saw from the Block Ness Monster in the preseason, he was electric. He was a different type of player. He signed that 4-year extension with the New York Knicks in NBA free agency, and Tom Thibodeau has been singing the praises of number 23 throughout the NBA preseason. He called Mitchell Robinson the best offensive rebounder in the NBA while also applauding how well and great of a rim protector and shot blocker that he is. He was absolutely dominant during the preseason on the offensive glass, in the blocks department, alley-oop finishing. We know that he's one of the best from the dunker spot in the NBA. But his leap that it seems like he's taking as a rebounder and as a shot protector and a smart defensive player can really take this team's defense from being a top 10 unit to arguably one of the best units in the NBA. Tom Thibodeau was asked who has been the biggest surprise for the New York Knicks during the NBA preseason, and he said, I'd say the surprise has been Mitchell Robinson. He's grown leaps and bounds. He's done a terrific job, and Thibodeau credited Othella Harrington, the new Knicks assistant coach, for tapping in and getting it going with Mitchell Robinson. Mitch was dominant in the preseason. And just 21 minutes per game, he averaged 11 points per game, 8 rebounds, and over 2 blocks. Put that over per 36, and he's going to be looking like Shaq on the Orlando Magic. I really believe that Mitchell Robinson could take a step this year. Look at the growth that he's had every single year. He's just a better player. He's a smarter player. He has a higher IQ. He's figuring out the game. He's figuring out his spots where he can affect the game. We know that he's an elite rim protector and shot blocker, but it's about IQ and being a vet. And now it seems like he's reaching that stage in his career where he is a veteran, where he leads by example, and he's ready to put the burden of this team's defense on his back. I expect Robinson to average 10 points, 10 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks this upcoming season. I legitimately think that Mitchell Robinson can compete for Defensive Player of the Year. That's how special he looked in the preseason, and I think that's how special he's going to be this year. 7'3", 7'4", extremely athletic, rangy. He's strong. You go to the rim trying to lay one up nice and soft and kiss one off the rim, good luck. Mitchell Robinson, he's going to send that shit back into the 4th row up at Madison Square Garden. This is the season of Mitch Rob, number 23. This is the season where he can put his name on the map. Because I don't think, your average fans across the NBA know how good this guy can be. After this season, people are going to be talking about Mitch as one of the best centers in the NBA. I think after this season, we'll look back and say, who are the Knicks' best 3 players? I think it's going to be Brunson, Barrett, not Julius Randle. I think it's going to be Mitchell Robinson as the 3rd best player for the New York Knicks. That's how special of a season I think he's going to have. He's going to be able to dominate the ball, the game on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, offensive rebounding and rim protection. This dude is going to be a special, special player this year. I'm glad he signed that extension with the New York Knicks. I think he can compete to be a Defensive Player of the Year, but I want to hear from all of you watching out there. Maybe I'm being too optimistic. Maybe I'm drinking the blue and orange Kool-Aid. I want to hear from all the real ones out there. Can Mitch Rob compete in the Defensive Player of the Year award? Type Y for yes or N for no. Guys, game day is tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. I just want a New York Knicks win for my birthday. But the best part is we're going to be live on the channel for the game starting at 7:30. We'll probably go live 30 minutes early. So subscribe and turn your notifications on so you can join us for a watch party of the season opener. Knicks, Grizzlies, Jalen Brunson, Ja Morant, R.J. Barrett, Desmond Bane. It is going to be a hell of a game. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be the first watch party of many this season. So subscribe, turn your notifications on, and we'll see you tomorrow night. I also just want to say thank you, and I appreciate all the real ones out there that tune into every single video, every single day here on New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. So if you're new to the channel, it's your first time watching, we do this at the end of videos. So I know down in the comment section which people are finishing the videos. No fugazi, no shiesty, none of that BS. If you made it this far in the video, go down in the comments and type real one.